You kind of have to find something to pull from when you're making music or doing art. If you're being creative, you've got to pull it from somewhere.
I'm Steve, I play bass guitar in Ride.
And I'm Andy, I play the guitar. At the end of 2017, I went to the Barbican to see the Basquiat exhibition called Boom for Real. I really got taken with his whole vibe, his whole way of working, his style, him as a person, much the same way you might get into any musician.
I love the way that in the late 70s in New York, he was a real kind of an observer, just absorbing everything of the moment, of the time.
Basquiat's reference points in his work come from his own cultural world. African-American athletes and a lot of things to do with his life experience. But I liked how he wouldn't just put in something too blatant, it would be a word here and a hint there. Something you wonder about, like why is he using a crown or why is he using this?
Some of the early graffiti that he used after his nickname at the time, Samo, would be the 3 slashes.
In the exhibition, they mentioned this book, Henry Dreyfuss Symbol Sourcebook. There's a whole page or 2 pages of symbols which were left around New York. There's a sort of language, graffiti language for homeless people looking to find shelter. So 3 lines mean this is not a safe place. The beginning of 2018 was really the start of the writing process for the new Ride album, and one of the main strands of inspiration for that lyric writing was the Basquiat stuff. We had the phrase, "this is not a safe place," as a lyric in the song. The song was called In This Room. So quite early on, when we had about 3 songs done, we sent them to our artwork team, and they latched onto "this is not a safe place" like immediately and said that would be a cool album title. Once he realised he was kind of into this symbolism, a lot of his paintings kind of open up a little bit more and you can see what he's trying to do. Because it's about hiding the message a little bit. It's about reaching out to people, either to say, if you haven't heard this, or if you don't know who this is yet, check them out. Or if you do, you know, we're on the same page. And I know I've done that a lot of times in the past with lyrics.
When we first started, we were very much musical magpies. We'd steal from our contemporary bands that are around at the moment, bands that are from the 80s, from the 60s.
I think that's one of the things I took from the exhibition was seeing him on the floor, surrounded by all his materials and with the TV on in the background, because it reminded me of the way that we might work.
You end up with creating something that is ultimately original, even though you've taken ingredients and mixed it all together in your own way.
And I think that kind of collage approach, it sort of ties together the right way of making music with the Basquiat way of making art.